Will Red Hook Crit ever make a return?
Hopefully, I'm still. I still have ambitions for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would come back easily and still be strong. Like, some parts of it would have to be rebuilt, but it's such a fun event that I think you could do it. Like, it's a timeless, fun event, and I think people would come out, would really be driven to compete in it again, and spectators would love to see it come back. So, yeah, I think it'll come back in the future.
If it was to come back, say hypothetically, would you try and replicate a 4-series format, or would you go all guns blazing, massive series, multiple continents?
I mean, ideally we would pick up where we left off with like a four race series. Initially I said, I'm only doing it again if I can come back, with the equal strength of when we left off. But since COVID and everything, I've kind of softened that approach where even if I could just do 1 or 2 events, I think I would still be interested in it. I think it still has value.
So,
but ideally we'd come back as a series.
Yes. So if you're watching and you've got £2 million spare, now you know what to do with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I think making a more European-centered championship makes sense. Like, putting on races in the United States is just incredibly difficult compared to Europe. Mm-hmm. So I could see in the future where it's maybe there's not even a race in North America, but it's more events, but centered in Europe.
So what's next for the sport of fixed gear racing?
I guess it's going to depend how things shake out with COVID and when events come back. But I think when things can come back full strength, there's going to be so much energy for it. I think I think people are going to do stuff again for passion, not just money. Not just professional opportunities. I think people are just going to be really energetic to make special things happen. I think that's one thing people realize, how important community is and getting together and how important building culture is. Because when it's stripped away, your life gets pretty boring, and you just if you just focus on work and Zoom calls and virtual stuff, it's just boring. So there's a lot of value for events that maybe don't make investors a lot of money, but they make people happy. So I think people are going to have a lot of energy for that.
As someone who's taken part in the Red Hook Crit, that community atmosphere, it's almost like a bit of a travelling circus, international family. Yeah. I think a lot of people are missing that and would love to see it return. And hopefully, maybe some of them will see this video and it'll hopefully give them a bit of hope that Red Hook Crit will be back in the future.
Yeah, it'll be back. So.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And to listen to the full podcast, you can search the Keira McVitty Podcast in your favourite podcast platform, or you can click the link below. Keep risking it for a biscuit, and I'll see you in the next video.